Hello, and welcome to another Path of Exile video. So what this video is going to be is like a items guide or like a loot guide, or we're pretty much going to be going over like all the different items and all the different stats that could possibly roll on them, and determining which weapons and armor is actually worth picking up and actually using. So we actually figured out, we figured this out last night. Actually, we figured everything out here. So if you actually go to like the Path of Exile main page, you can actually go to game here, and you click on items, and you can actually look at all the different items in the games on just this main website here. Like if you go to weapons, you can view all the weapons, and it'll show you all different weapons sorted by level here. So we see like all different bows. We see that there's like so many different weapons, right? There's like a level 1 bow, a level 5 bow, a level 9 bow, the level 15, the level 18, 23, 28, level 30. Although we never seen this bow. So it's like level 32, 35, 36. Yeah, it's like level 35, 36, like right after each other. Then 38, there's another one. There's like 3 bows, and there's like levels, yeah, then 41. There's just so many weapons in the game, you don't even need most of them. Let me look, right? The crude bow, probably just go with like the crude bow, and then the long bow, and then just the recur bow, and then the royal bow, and then like the decur bow, or I guess the reflex bow, maybe. And then you can pretty much pick like different like tiers every 10 levels, which I think is a pretty good way to do it. So we're not going to be going over the weapons yet, but we're going to be going over the armors and everything. But actually, if you go to this weapons page, it'll show like all different bows here. If you want, if you just want to get reference for like all the different items sorted by level requirement, it'll show you all the different claws here. It'll show you all different daggers and everything, all different one-handed axes, all the one-handed maces, all the one-handed swords, all the like two-handed swords, the staffs, the wands, and pretty much everything here, just on the main website. And if you go to armor, which is what we're going to be looking at, there's like 6 different types of armors, one for like each of the classes essentially. There's like the plate vest, which is for melee, the shabby jerkin, which is for ranged, and then the simple robe, which is for spellcasters. And then there's like these dual class armors over here, which scale vest, it's like melee ranged, and then the chainmail vest, it's like melee spellcaster, and then the padded vest, it's like ranged spellcaster. So, something like that. So essentially, there's like different types of armors. And as we're going through, we actually found out that like all of the base armors are pretty much like worthless compared to these dual armors, like the plate vest, the shabby jerkin, the simple robe. They're not even worth getting up compared to the scale vest and the chainmail vest. And we can even see that when we go to the rare stats here pretty soon. Like even in the beginning, although the Act 1 items are weird, because the plate vest, it's like item level 1, so it gives like 27 armor. The shabby jerk, it's like item level 2, so it gives you 41 evasion, which these numbers should be equal, right? It's like they're equal, because if you go on the scale of S, it's like item level 4. If you go to armor and evasion, they're both 38, right? If you go to the simple robe, which just has like 20 energy shield, it would pretty much be like 60, because like the energy shield value like changes. It changes so much. And, like sometimes it'll be worth like 3 points, sometimes it'll be worth 4, sometimes it'll go up to 5, sometimes it'll be worth like 6 points or something. So, energy shield's really weird. But a good way to do it is to actually look at the rare stats, and that'll help you like confirm everything. So maybe we can go do that now. So if we look at the rare stats, we just go to Craft of Exile over here. And search for body armor strength, and then go to item level 60. We'll just start over here. So as we can see, there's like all the different +2 armor defenses. That's what we're going to look at. So we just went up to level 60. just because it's a perfect place to start, and it works like all the way down here, and then all the way down to the end of the game. But this like all the stuff that you find in the main campaign, up to act like 8, I think. So essentially, if you have like a plate vest here, or like a chest plate or something that's just like pure strength armor, it can have like up to plus 300 armor here, right? It can have 300 armor. Actually, let's just look at these things. Once you actually get level 16, then it like normalizes here. It's like essentially the dual armors at level 17, they're all pretty much level 17, except these level 18, just because they're versus bases and who find out. Actually, maybe we'll continue going through here, right? So you have like the plate vest, the shabby jerk, the simple robe, the scale vest, the chainmail vest. Because I think we're supposed to go over this after we go over these stats here. But essentially, a strength armor can have like plus 300 armor here. And then if you have like a evasion armor, it can have plus 300 to evasion. So plus 300 to it. But if you get like a dual armor, like a strength dex, it can actually get 220 armor and 220 evasion. So if you go here, right, like bring out the calculator, we be like 220 times 2. So it's just like 80 short. Actually, get the other thing. So the dual class armors, they get like 440 defensive stats, whereas these single class armors here, they can only get 300, right? 300 to armor or 300 to evasion. But the dual class gets like 220 armor, 220 evasion. That's like 440. So it's like 50% better just because of the rare stats and what the rare stats can even roll on it. And if we're looking at like these energy shield armors, if we're looking here, if we're just looking at like a pure energy shield armor, it can have 76 energy shield at level 60, right? But if we go over here and we go to the like Templar shield, the strength plus armor, this it can have like 60 energy shield. Whereas this thing, right, the pure energy shield should have plus 76. This can have like plus 60. So it's just like 60 to short. So it's like basically almost as good as the pure energy shield armor, except that you also get this armor on top of it. So you do get the 220 armor, right? So if we're comparing like a base strength armor, you get plus 300 to armor. But if you're getting a strength plus an energy shield, you get the 220 to armor, which is basically almost as close to that. But you also get the 60 energy shield on top of it, which is basically just almost as much as a pure energy shield armor could get. So after looking at all this and everything, it makes like all of these things useless. Like this simple robe up here, we know it's not that good. Because even if you look at the level 1 stats here, right? Like the energy shield especially here. Because this level 1 robe, it can get plus 3 to 5 to energy shield. And if you look at this strength it shield, or the armor or anything. This is for the armor too, right? It works for the armor. Oh yeah, this is the armor. That's right. But essentially the same. If you go to the shield, it's gonna be the shield can get 5 energy shield. The body armor can get 5 to energy shield, right? Then for the dual armor, it can get 3 to 4 energy shield. So it's just 1 energy shield short, and then the minimum energy shield is exactly the same. But you also get the 9 armor on top of it. If you look here, right, the shield's the same thing. So if you have like a pure it shield, we get 3 to 5 energy shield. Or if you have like a strength it shield, we get 4 energy shield plus 9 armor. It also works with these dual class armor, right? Because the level 1 armor, we get like 12 armor, or we get like 12 evasion, or we get 9 armor plus 9 evasion, which is like 18. Right, so you go 9 plus 9 equals 18. And then if you go to like the strength or the evasion armor here, it can just have up to 12 armor, right? But the dual armor can have up to 18. Yeah, so it's better, right? It's like six stats. Yeah, it's like 50% better. So I guess like these dual armors, the rares are basically 50% better. It's insane. We just figured that out, right? Especially when you're looking at the energy shield here. It's like you get 60 energy shield or 76, or you get like 220 or something. So now that we looked at all the rare stats and everything, now we can look at these things. We see the plate fast, the shabby jerk, and the simple robe. It's not really that good, because even if this world is a rare, the stats will be 50% worse than the dual armor. The scale vest, the chainmail vest, the pattern vest here, they all actually require level 1. And just for the simple reason that these are like item level 4, this is just like item level 1, 2, 3. They're instantly worse anyways. So for the first armors, we just want to be searching for these 3, because they're pretty much like the best we get. Then as we go through here, now we're gonna go through the list and then figure out which armors we don't need, right? Like this chest piece here, we don't really need it because it's just strength armor. But this light ring you need, this chainmail tunic, they're dual class armors. They actually require level 8, which is the perfect level, because by the time you get to the prison, or even before you get there, you're gonna be level 8 anyways. This thing is like a higher level. The reason that these are a higher level is because they're worse armor bases. Like the Sika vest is level 11, right? It has to be that, or else it would just be garbage if it was a level 8 armor. Let's go here to level 17 to like normalize this. Like these base armors, 17 to 18. So we'd skip out the copper plate, skip out the buckskin tunic and the scholar's robe, and maybe skip out on this thing too. Is focused on the scale duplicate and the ringmail coat, because the armor, if you have enough armor going through the campaign, doesn't really do any damage to you anyways. Evasion, I'm not sure what that does exactly. If you go down here, there's like these weird armors, where it's like 21, 22, level 25. As we see, the wild leather, the silken garb, they're level 25 compared to the next tiers, like level 28. The reason is because these are bad armor bases, right? Just pure evasion, just pure energy shield, like the worst you can get. So they have to be like level 25 versus level 21. But then you don't even get these things, right? You don't even need them. You're just going every 10 levels here, so we go straight to level 28 set, and we can even see that over here, right? Like these single stat armors, they give more stats more often. Like there's different tiers here. But if we go to the dual armors over here, they have last right just goes 1, 18, 30, 38, 46, 58. If you go back here, it's like 1, 11, 17, 23, 29, 35, 43, 51, 60. So there's twice as many different stat tiers over here. Oh, it's something we just thought of. It probably also makes it like harder to get the better tiers. Because if there's like twice the tiers in here, you're probably going to get these lower tiers more often than these ones, right? Because it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 different lower stats to compete with. If we go here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's only 6 stats that it has to compete with, right? So it's going to be a much higher chance to actually get these higher stats here. So that's amazing, right? We didn't even realize that until making this video. And there's so many things in this game, which makes those things even more useless. Right? Because there's like 9 different base stats. That's going to be the thing, right? Evasion is going to be the same thing. There's 9 different stats here. And then the energy shield, there's 9 different stats here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then the dual class over there's just 6 stats that has to compete with. That's insane. So it makes it even better then. So if you go here, the level 28, So we can just skip these things, right? The full plate, the full leather, badges, vest, they're just base armors. They're not nearly as good. The full scale armor, full ring mail, probably get those two. Scarlet Rabbit, I guess. Because I guess like evasion works better against like a bunch of small hits or something. We don't know. But then there's these level 32 armors. We skip those, and then it goes right to 35 to 38, I think. Oh no, yeah. Oh, it's all 35. But mostly level 35, right? So we don't really need these things, but we get the field limiter, holy chainmail, maybe the bone armor. Because if you look here too, right, the stats here, it is every 10 levels for these things. It's like level 1, and then you get level 20, and then level 30, level 40, level 50, level 60, level 70, and then level 80. So it also tiers like every 10 levels, right? So if you search for specific armors, every 10 levels they'll unlock something. So you want to at least get it like level 18, at least get it level 30, at least get level 38, at least get level 46, at least get level 58 to unlock these new stat tiers over here too, right? So that's what we're saying, like every 10 levels, just get these armors every 10 levels, that's it. So we were getting level 35 once. So like level 37, we skip these. Level 38, we skip these things. Level 39. Level 41, we skip them. 42. They were just searching for the base armor here, right? This sun plate, level 45. So we get this one. And then the glorious leather cutters best man. We can skip these three here, right? And just search for full warp scale and the Hornet ring mail. And then we can also go through and then just like skip all these ones. You don't really need these armors for anything until we get to the majestic plate. And then the cutthroat's garb, the destroyer's regalia. And then we start to get the battle linear and then the devote chainmail. Then probably just get these ones here, right? And then we just keep going. Then eventually, so I guess here's the crypt armor. Here's like the devout chainmail, the battle linear tier, the crypt armor, the bone armor, and everything. Next we'd skip this dragon scale newlet, lower chainmail, dusty leather, that's your silks, sentinel. And you want to be going to the astral plane? So I guess the next level is like 62, right? Squid leather, cults, then the full dragon scale. So that's at the end of the campaign, pretty much. Act 9, I think. Act 9's end of level 63, so you just unlock this thing. And then the elegant ring mail. You probably just skip all these things. You probably don't need all these things for anything. And then just go right to the triumphant linear, the saintly chainmail. And those will probably be the best armors in the game then. Then it probably work the same for the boots, everything, right? The boots, there's not as many, and there's not as many gloves and everything. But it'd be the same thing, like the, the gloves and the boots, they have the exact same stats. So if you look here, right, this is the body armor strength. It can have up to 300 armor here, right? So 300 armor doesn't seem that good on a body armor. But if it's on a gloves, or a boots, or a helmet, it could be on any of these things. Helmet strength. Plus the armor. Oh, I guess it does get a little bit less. For level 1, it's the same, right? For level 1 armor, you get like a plus 12 armor on a chest piece, and then you get 12 to helm, gloves, boots. And it would be more valuable there. But we get the dual class ones anyways, right? So like body armor, strength dex. If it was like helmet, strength dex. So it's like 220. Yeah, because it goes 9-9. Oh yeah, 220, 220. Oh, it's for the gloves too? Oh no, we didn't select the gloves. Helmet, strength dex. We'll look at this one. 145, 145. So I guess it is a little bit less later. But at the beginning it's the same, right? It's like a 9-9 to level 1. That's 145, 145. Which it, what was it for the gloves? For the helmets, I guess, right? For strength, 200 armor. Yeah, right. Cause the single class runs, right? They get 200 armor, the gloves, helmets, or boots. And then these dual class ones, they get 145. 145 times 2. 290. So any of these dual class ones will get better stats. And it should be the same for the intelligence here too, right? If you go to helm it, then you go to helmet, strength it, plus armor plus energy shield, plus 2 energy shield. They give up to 61. And the dual armor, we give it up to 48, plus the 145. Yeah, so it makes this dual armor so much better. And then there's a lot less tiers here too, right? Because these single things has like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 different tiers that it has to fight against to get this top tier. And then for the dual class armor, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It just has 5 that it has to fight against to get this top tier stat. So it's easier to get these top tier stats with the dual armors too. Interesting. So I figured all that out, right? All these single stat things are completely useless. There's absolutely no reason to get them. So we figured that out. So now we can single out like most of the items here, right? For if we were to start again here, we just went through and sold everything. But if we start again, we go through, we like single out pretty much most of these things. We didn't go through the weapons or anything. But after doing that, the weapons they shouldn't be too difficult to go through. Cause you know it's pretty much gonna be the same thing like this, right? Searching for level 1, level 10, level 20, level 30, level 40, level 50. So what are weapons to line up with the armors we're getting? So we're searching for like a weapon. I want to get like a crude bow level 1. We can skip the short bow. We get the long bow level 9. We skip this composite bow. We get the recurve bow level 18. We skip the bone bow. We get the red level 28. So I guess like every second weapon almost. Skip the death bow. Skip the grow bow. Get the reflex bow. Yeah, because that's like the top tier bow. And then skip the decurve bow. Skip the composite bow. Skip the sniper bow. And then maybe go for the ivory bow. And then skip the highbar bow. Skip the decimation bow. Skip the thingamabow bow. Oh, and then you get the steel one bow, because that's like the top tier bow, right? So that make level 60 bow, the steel one bow. And then you skip this one. Skip the ranger bow. Skip this one. Skip the sniper bow. Then you can be the harbinger bow, right? That's the level 70 bow. Interesting. So every 10 levels, I'd say that you could skip everything else. Then for these weapons and everything, you also don't need these like these one-handed axes, right? They don't give any base stats or anything. And their strength requirements pretty high. Yeah, strength requirements like 112 on that thing. They require too much strength, and they don't have any stats, so we don't need any axes and bases. They just give like reduced enemy stun threshold. And they require a lot of strength to use them, so we probably skip out on bases. We don't need any bases. One-handed swords are good because they have balanced stats, so it's like the duelist weapon. And I wonder if like the weapons would be the same thing, right? Maybe the rare stats and all the weapons are better on the duelist things. Maybe there's like less tiers. Maybe it's easier to get the stats we're searching for these things too. Yeah, because the bases, the axes, those are all single class things for like pure strength for the Marauder. And as we found out for the armors, it's like a pure strength, pure dex, pure it things aren't really that good, right? So here's the scepter. Scepter's probably pretty good because it gives like elemental damage, which might be better than spell damage because it increases like all of your other elemental damage. I think spell damage just increases the spell damage. That's literally it, so it doesn't do anything for your totems, your holy flame totem. And for your minions, right? If you have like added elemental damage to your minions, spell damage doesn't do anything, but elemental damage would help them. So I guess the scepter is like a better version of the wand, right? 'Cause it's the dual class thing, so the wands are no good. The thrusting one had swords. Oh yeah, the thrusting one had swords, right? They're pure decks. So you have to get like huge decks to be able to use them. And I guess these scepters, they're like balance stats, right? It's like 96, 96. If you're looking at these wands up here, you need like huge intelligence to even use them, right? Thrusting sword, pure dex, so we can take that off the tree. Two-headed axe, that's like marauder weapon. It doesn't have any like base modifiers to it. Actually requires huge strength, so it's worse than the two-headed sword, right? The two-headed base. Yeah, these things require so much strength to use too. And they just increase the stun duration on enemies, that's it. It's so much strength that you're never going to be able to use them. And then the two-headed sword, these are better, because they're balanced. And they come with the base accuracy stat. And then the wands here, right, that require so much intellect. Even 119 intellect here at level 30. And they just increase your spell damage, that's it. Increase spell damage. Spell damage. High it requirement. Or staff. You're going to be getting the strength anyways to use the shield, right? Because if you go to armor, I imagine we go look at all the shields down here, right? Yeah, because they have all the shields out here. Be the same thing. Here's all the shields. Level 1, here's the useless shield, right? And then you go to the plate kite shield. And that would be the good one. And I guess the rotted round shield here, right? Because the rare stats can roll higher than this Crowded Tower shield. It rolls 50% higher stats. So with this plate kite shield versus this thing. Pine Buckler useless, use Spirit Shield useless, Rawhide Tower Shield. No even a point in it. For Route Shield, that's pretty good. Lady Kite Shield, that's probably the top tier shield. Actually gives you extra resistances too. That's like so much armor plus energy shield. And then we don't need this Bone Spirit Shield, right? Anything that's like a pure energy shield, I don't even think it's worth picking up after looking at that, right? Because we get 76 to energy shield, or we could get 60 to energy shield plus 220 armor on it. That's way better than just the any rare that I could do. Cedar Tower shield. So I guess here's the Paladin shield. So I guess these ones are good because the armor's really good, and these things have such high armor on them, right? They give you extra life. So what if these things could be some use? The shields can actually be really good, and they can actually be really easy to equip. Oh yeah, but the dual class shields, they'll just roll 50% better stats. That's right. So I guess they are good, but imagine these ones are better then. Interesting, because the ceremonial kite shield, that's like the best shield in the game. 12% all res, plus armor, plus energy shield. Then if you craft with this, you get the 220 armor plus 6 energy shield, which the only thing that you need when you go through the campaign is like armor plus health. And this thing gives you both of those. It gives you armor plus health. Everything that you need. Interesting. So it's probably the top tier shields and all the Templar items, probably the best items in the game. Armor plus health. Armor plus health. So go through, probably just collect all the Templar armor, that's it. It seems the Templar armor is the best in the game. Templar armor is the best game to get. Gives you so much armor, so much HP and everything. So what we're gonna do is probably restart again, and then we'll go through. We'll take everything we learned here, and we know that most of these things aren't even worth picking up now. That's interesting.